What's going on, everyone? This is LFC Transfer Room, and now we have 10,000 subscribers on the LFC Transfer Room YouTube account. We thought we would have another quiz to celebrate the occasion. We've got Matty, Billy Bob Shankly fan, who lost out last time, but now he's here to reclaim the title. And with us having 10k subscribers, it makes sense that we have a 10-themed quiz. So, have you all seen Tenable? Because none of you know what's going to happen here.
Yes.
And I'm the only one. Right.
Yeah.
So there's a whole range of options of things that have 10 answers. And you're going to go through 10 rounds, because we've got 10k subscribers, and you get 2 attempts to get someone on that 10 list. The twist is if you pick number 1, you get 1 point. If you pick number 10, you get 10 points. So do you risk it and go for a number 10 answer to get more points, or do you go for something easy and collect low points? And that's how the game's going to play. I have a range of games that we've got and options. Some are Liverpool Premier League, some are Liverpool history, some are just Premier League. And what we're going to do is every round you're going to get 2 opportunities to score between 1 and 10 points, or you may end up with nothing. Stephen, are you ready?
Oh, sure, why not? Let's make a fool of myself.
Matty, you going to reclaim victory here?
I've only watched
Go for
Tenable
broke
once
or...
and it confused. Nah, because I only watched Tenable once and it confused the life out of me. So I just feel like I was expecting just an normal quiz. I was confident. Now I'm just brains
Don't
gone.
worry. If the question is, for example, who scored the most goals for Liverpool? If you pick number 1, you get 1 point. If you pick number 10, you get 10 points. So if it was all-time Premier League and you pick Mo Salah, you get 10 points. If you picked Alan Shearer, you get 1 point. You get 2 goes per round, and we have a whole range of questions.
Because you're looking
So
for
do
the
you
most
risk it?
popular. Yeah.
Everyone knows the most popular answer, don't they? So we're going to start. Matty, as the one who's been on the last quiz, you get to start, and we'll go round Kings, Neil, Lou, Stephen. I'm going to give you 3 categories to choose from. Surgical, Oh Captain, My Captain, or Spot On.
I'm going to go Oh Captain, My Captain.
Oh Captain, My Captain.
Because that's going to be Captain, surely. So I think that I'd be all right.
It's too simple, though.
In Liverpool history, total games as Liverpool captain, with 1 getting you 1 point and 10 getting you 10 points, what name do you want to say has played the most games, or played the most games to make it into the top 10 as Liverpool captain? And please answer in the chat.
If I pick number 10, who is the 10th most capped, I would get more points than picking who is number 1 most capped.
Exactly.
Right, okay. So you've how long have I got?
Preferably today. And always in chat, if you see anyone's screen light up like they're starting to Google stuff and trying to find stuff and information, put it in chat. We'll just take points off them. The chat, you are in charge. You are the judge, jury, and executioner. You will find that when Matty said Billy Bob Shankly instead of Bob Shankly, you guys took the win away from him. You guys decide this is a 10k stream to celebrate you. Matty, do you have a name? You get a second go. So go with a safe one and then a risky one if you want.
I'm going to go Sammy Hippier because I feel like people would mention him, but he's definitely not towards the top, so I could get decent points from him.
Sammy Hippier, 7th with 204 games as captain.
I'm going to keep that because 7 points is a good number.
Kings, on to you.
Is it the whole history of Liverpool?
The whole history of Liverpool.
Oh, jeez. Can I go Emlyn Hughes?
Emlyn Hughes, third, so you get 3 points. He
Right.
had 335 games as Liverpool captain. You can put answers in the chat. The people watching should not have their chat open, so by all means, go for as much as you like in the chat. If you've got the chat open, guys, minimize it. You guys can put it in the chat as much as you like. Neil, Liverpool captain.
Graham Souness.
Graham Souness is the 10th most ranked with 148 games as captain. You get the full 10. Lou, you can't beat Neil. Let's put it that way.
No one can beat Neil. This isn't anything to do with
beat
today.
Neil.
It's just no one can beat Neil. I'll do Phil Thompson.
11th. 147 games, one less than Souness as captain.
That's mad.
No points.
That's mad.
Neil,
Stephen, you might as well just go for a single. Knock it back. You're ahead of Lou.
Yeah, well, at least I won't finish last. I'll take a shot in the dark though. I'll go Kenny Dalglish.
No. I'm trying to see if I can even see him on the list.
I try to go low. I was trying to go low.
Where's Stevie G?
Stephen, no. 0. Lou, 0. Matty, we're back to you.
Oh, give
You
Stevie
get
G.
2
then.
goes.
Yeah, sound. Just give Steven Gerrard. Play it safe.
Number 1, 471 games as captain. Single point. Puts you on 8. Kings.
Safe.
I'm well stuck here.
Jen,
have
you
no
got
idea.
it. No one said that. You've got it. No one said that. No looking at chat, Kings.
No, I just turned it off. Shot in the dark. I'll just say someone like Sammy Lee. No idea.
No, it's not in there.
Okay.
Can't see. It's not in the first 50, put it that way. So, Neil, we come back to you. You've got this round pretty much tied up.
I'm looking at 1 of 2. 1 of 3. I don't think Phil Neal captained that often. So I'll go with Alan Hansen.
Alan Hansen, number 8 in the list, with 195 games as captain. That is the one that Jen said in the chat. Neil taking a stormy lead with 18 points. Lou, do you want to try and get for number 13 on the list or number 12?
Oh, we're looking at number 20 at this point. Who have we had so far? Sorry, just so I can.
So far, we've had Steven Gerrard, Sami Hyypiä, Alan Hansen, Graham Souness, Phil Thompson, and I'm trying to remember if one of the others, Emlyn Hughes. There's a really.
Never mind. And there's one that I feel like it's a safe option, but I still feel like it might be wrong. Jordan Henderson, just as a
Jordan Henderson,
safe
5th
option.
on the list with 268 games as captain. Gets you off the mark, gets you 5 points.
More than 0. I'm happy with that.
You've taken Kings. Stephen, at the bottom, what name have you got?
I'm trying to think. Tommy Smith.
Tommy Smith, 9th on the list, 163 games as captain. Got yourself 9 points in the 11th hour. So to give you the top 10, Gerrard, Ron Yates, Emlyn Hughes, Donald McKinley, Jordan Henderson, Alex Raisback, Sami Hyypiä, Alan Hansen, Tommy Smith, Graham Souness, Phil Thompson, Billy Smith, Tiny Bradshaw, all in the teens. Redknapp would have been yours. I can't even see Redknapp on the list. Carragher was 23. Van Dijk 29. Redknapp I thought would be higher, but maybe just Jamie Redknapp 45th with 25. Damo.
He was injured all the time he was captain.
Yeah.
He was just injured all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Neil, 3 options for you. Welcome to the buffet, the eye of a needle, or spot on.
I'll go spot on, please.
So this is Premier League specific, and this is Liverpool penalty takers with 10th and 11th both getting you 10 points. Give me a Liverpool Premier League top 10 penalty taker, Neil.
John Barnes.
Not on the list. He is 18th. He scored 1 penalty. Lou, you're up.
Is this goals, penalties they've scored, yeah?
Penalties they've scored in the Premier League.
Premier League. Robbie Fowler?
Robbie Fowler, 3rd on the list, 3 penalties. 14 penalties. 3 14 penalties, 3rd on the list. Stephen.
James Milner.
James Milner, 4th on the list, 13 penalties. Safe one, but it's good to get some points in the bank. Matty.
Steven Gerrard. Play it safe again.
Number 1, 32 penalties scored. Top of the list.
That'll do, mate. Points to points.
Yeah, I think the names I was going to say have already gone. So,
Jen, you've gone for players. This is Premier League only. Premier League in the chat. So you're going for players that have only played Premier League. Kings, your name?
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen, 5th on the list, 11 penalties, 5 points. Highest score so far this round. Neil, we're back with you.
Have we said Michael Owen?
Michael Owen has been said. Just said by
There was
Kings,
the
5 points.
James Milner.
James
Said.
Milner's been said.
Okay. I'm going to go for a complete punt. Patrick Berger.
Oh.
16th, 2 penalties. Your obscure knowledge is up there on pens, but both a high number, both a low number of penalties. Lou, we're back with you.
Oh, I'm really struggling. I've got names, but I don't think they took penalties. Like, I've got all sorts going through. Schmeitzer, Vladimir Schmeitzer. That's not a good sign.
Nope, not on the list.
Ugh.
Stephen.
I'm torn between 2. Kevin Keegan.
Premier League, Stephen.
Dirk Kuyt.
6th on the list, 8 penalties. Now, chat, do we give Stephen that? Because obviously he went for Kevin Keegan first. Do we say first answer and kick it out?
I have a
That
feeling.
happens to me.
Him in for 6 points. We'll block out the answer so Matty and Kings can't nick it.
What did he say, though?
He said cow.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You didn't hear it.
And he was 6th. Was he 6th, was he?
He was 6th.
Okay, I'm going to have a stab in the dark. Say Annie Murphy.
8th on the list, 5 penalties scored. Now, what you do with the number of penalties there, Kings, is, does that give you an idea of how low it goes?
Yeah.
The only name I've got left that I can think of, which I don't even think he took any penalties, I'm not sure. He might be on the tips of our tongues as the new manager, possibly, but I'll go Xabi Alonso.
So Damo gets 10 points for his. Damo's got number 10 on the list. Unfortunately, Kings, you've got number 12 on the list in Xabi Alonso with 2 penalties. Jamie Redknapp, Ibrahim Cisse with 3, Mark Walters with 4, Jan Moby with 7, Mo Salah, 24 in second place, would have rounded out the list.
I had Dirk out as well. He was the one I was thinking of, and I was like, no, it doesn't seem. It seems a bit too obvious.
Now, in round 1, Matty, you got 8. In round 2, you got 9. Kings, you got 3 and 5. Stephen, you got 9 and 10. Neil, 8. You're on 18, so you're cruising this. And Lou, you're on 8. But in the last round, Stephen came out number 1. So you get to pick your category and guess first. Do you want Keep It Clean, The Shepherd's Crook, or Surgical?
Keep it clean. So I have a feeling that's going to be about keepers.
It's good with keepers.
Keep
as well.
it clean.
I like my keepers.
Gentlemen, in the Premier League era, not just Liverpool, who are the keepers that have kept the most clean sheets? I will say before you start, 8th, 9th, and 10th are all exactly the same number with 132 clean sheets, and all will score you 10 points if you get any of those. But number 7 will get you 7 points. So, Stephen, keeping it clean. In the chat, let us know you guess. Jen's already in with 7 points with her guess. Stephen, who are you going with?
Simon Mingule. Or Simon Mingule.
He is not in the top 10 Premier League keeper. And we're keeping it clean in this round, so less of the language, Mr.
Apologies. It's born and bred into me.
Matty, who are you going with? Longevity mixed with clean sheets. It's a good keeper, but not someone that leaky defence, maybe.
It could be someone who was good, who played in at the latter stage of his career in the Prem, where it is because it changed to the Prem. I'm going to play it safe, just get points on the board and say David Seaman.
You'd say it's playing it safe, but it gets you 5 points. He's 5th on the list with 141 clean sheets.
Jeez.
There is 4 keepers who've kept more clean sheets, and obviously ones who've kept less. Kings, keeping it clean. No. Jen, on your second guess. Lindo, no, as well. This isn't just Liverpool. This is all of Premier League. Muse, you've got 1 of the 10 points.
Right. I'm going to go Petr Cech.
202 clean sheets. Number 1. Safe point in the bank.
And what was that,
More clean
202?
sheets than everyone else. Neil, are you going obscure or are you going safe?
I'm going David James.
Second on the list with 169 clean sheets. It felt like a cracking guess when I saw it, but actually he's kept a lot of clean sheets, David James. Lou rounding out round 1 of round 3.
So we've had Cech, David James. Who else have we had? Sorry.
And David Seaman.
And David Seaman. All-time Premier League. Schmeichel.
Can you be more specific?
Oh,
Which one?
sorry, not Casper. Peter Schmeichel.
No. Neither Schmeichel are on the list.
Well, thanks for that.
Stephen, back to you.
Pepe Reina.
Pepe Reina, 7th on the list, 136 clean sheets. Gets
Beautiful.
you 7 points. Cracking shout.
Louis 7
got-
for 136. So that means Sixers between 136 and 140. Clean sheet.
Holland, you've got one. Your first answer's right. Your second answer's wrong.
I can't believe no one said this yet because I'm 100% sure he's got to be up there. Edwin van der Sar.
Edwin van der Sar has 132 clean sheets and is at joint 8th on the list, getting you 10 points.
We'll take Louis joint 8.
I've got one in my mind.
Time at Fulham, time at Man U, lot of clean sheets. Kings.
Well, I had Van der Sar, but I can't see it.
I'm looking at the list, and some of them, when you actually think about it, it's like, oh, obviously.
I've got one in my mind, and I'm hoping it comes back to me.
Don't know. I'm gonna have to say David De Gea.
That's been said, I think. No, it's
Oh,
not been
is it?
said. Sorry, it's been
Not
said
on
in
the
the
list.
chat. Paul Lindo said it in the chat. David De Gea is 4th on the list, 147 clean sheets. It gets you 4 points.
147.
Now,
He's got more than Van der
We've got
Sar.
number 1, we've got number 2, we've got number 4. Oh. Can you get number 3 or any of the last? Who do you go with?
Well, I was going to say David De Gea, but I'm going to go with another one I think who played a lot of games. Paul Robinson, shot in the dark.
Not on the list. Is
it my go now? Yeah. I'm good. If it's for long time, is Mark Schwarzer in there?
Mark Schwarzer is 3rd on the list. Gets you 3 points. So I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're missing 6, 8, and 9. And if I told you that 2 of them are American,
Oh,
Oh. That's a clue,
Um,
that.
You can't give a
there's
clue.
no more guesses, Matty. And if I tell you one was the keeper for Leeds for a long period of time, you're probably able to guess who they are. So you've got Brad Friedel, Tim Howard, and Nigel Martin are the ones that you didn't get.
I've got him written down.
Now, winner of round 3 is
What's that?
Matty, 15 points. Doing a quick racky up.
It's called
Really have a
Go Back to
calculator.
Steve.
look, you won't catch me in FPL. You might as well beat me in this. Like,
Nah, you've been getting the last answers though for like 10 points.
And Matty, can I interest you in Welcome to the Buffet, Morty Vicar, or Take on Me?
I'm going to say welcome to the buffet. You've said that twice now, and it makes me think you want it to be pick. So, not for you.
No, I'm just randomly picking one. Welcome to the Buffet is a historical Liverpool question where we are looking at, and this is since they started recording it, the number of assists people have for Liverpool Football Club in the Premier League era. No, not in the Premier League era. Sorry, I'm just looking at the top 10. It is Premier League era. So who is going to take you to the goal buffet? Who is the player that is going to lay it on a plate for Liverpool that has got more assists and generated assists? Who is going to make you feast? Now, number 9 and number 10 have the exact same amount of assists. So both of those will get you 10 points. I reckon we can round this out. I reckon we can do this whole list apart from, I think you might miss one. I think we can get all of it in 2 goes. Matty, who are you giving me?
Sadio Mane.
You've gone for something big, haven't you? He is 12th on the list. Sadio Mane with 29 assists. And if I tell you that 12th is one off 10th, because 11 and 12 have the same amount, you're 1 assist off.
How many assists was he on at 12? Sorry.
29.
Right, okay, so it's more than that.
Kings.
Assists.
Lindo. Yes. 3. Jen, yes. Jamie Hughes, yes.
Yeah,
No,
Jen
I'm gonna take a punt, and it'll probably high ones. I got a low score. What about Steve McManaman?
Steve McManaman has 58 Premier League assists for Liverpool and is number 3 on the list.
Oh, no.
So that punt is actually worth a lot of points.
I'll go Bobby Firmino.
Number 6 on the list with 50 assists. Neil.
6. Right, that puts me into
Strong guess. Paul Lindo just said Firmino as well. There's a couple of really good ones. Not in the Premier League, Jen. Lou, give me a name.
Is it just Premier League? Yeah.
Premier League.
It's a bit of it. Mo Salah. 2nd
on the list with 66 assists. It's a good answer. It's a couple in the bag. Stephen, are you going bold?
Who's been said so far?
So far, we have Mo Salah. We've got Roberto Firmino, and we've got Steve McManaman.
Okay. I'm shocked nobody else has said this, but Michael Owen.
Michael Owen is 10th on the list with 30 assists.
Very good.
Cheeky. Full 10 points. Nobody else has said. Nobody in the chat said it. Nobody has said it because he didn't pass. It must be rebounds. That's all I can say. 10 points. Now, Matty, everyone's scored by you on this round.
I'm just going to counter it. I'm just going to counter it and say Robbie Fowler because they played together.
Oh, you prick!
That's mine.
Has 30 Premier League assists, the exact same as Michael Owen, and is 9th on this, and therefore also gets you 10 points.
Oh.
Yeah. Kings.
Well, I guess, yeah. Again, I'm going to say the same guy. I think Xabi Alonso. Don't know.
Xabi Alonso is 25th on the list with 16 assists.
Wow. Useless he is.
I'm surprised.
Shocking. Don't want him as a manager. Get away. Can't even assist him.
Dreadful.
Yeah. Can't even assist.
30 games unbeaten. Useless.
Dreadful. Farmers League.
Good.
Neil?
I'm going to go for a bit of a... I don't think it's a long shot, but Felipe Coutinho.
That's up there, definitely.
Felipe Coutinho has 35 Premier League assists and is at number 8 on the list. So it scores very well. That gets you a total of 14 for the round, which can only be beaten by Stephen, not by Lou. Lou, who are you saying?
Means bugger all now, doesn't it?
Only in this round.
Only in this round. I've got 2, and one is like a really obvious one, and one's like a complete Hail Mary.
Just go with the obvious one, man. Get the points, like, because if you get it wrong, definitely not gamesmanship going on here.
Death or Glory, though, sure. Don't listen to him. He's just trying to.
I was like the devil and the angel. Fucking Jesus.
He got 10 points in the last round.
I'll go just for minutes play. Jordan Henderson again.
Jordan Henderson has 45 Premier League assists and is number 7 on the list.
Oh,
That was my answer. That was going to be my answer.
Oh, see, he was trying to get in it.
see that, yeah. Snake.
Stephen, who are you going with?
Give me Robbo, Andy Robertson.
Andy Robertson
Yeah.
is 5th on the list
Yeah.
with 53 Premier League assists and gets you 15 points for the round. Taking
Salah's
Neil
second.
by 1 point.
Salah second. That's mad. That.
The only two that were
Where's
left
Trent?
were, I think, was Trey. He's just above Robbo.
Trent
That's it, like.
is 4th with 57 Premier League assists. So it's Gerrard, number 1, 92 assists. Salah, 66. McManaman, 58. Trent, 57. Robbo, 53. Firmino, 50. Henderson, 45. Felipe Coutinho, 35. Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen, 30 each. John Barnes, Sadio Mane have 29. Milner, 26. Kite, 26. Stig Ing Bjornaby, 25. Who says that left backs can't deliver crosses? Before Robbo turned up, eh? So I'm just going to do some quick maths to try and sort of work out where we're at. I think that Matty is on 40 points for the first 4 rounds, sorry. Kings, you're on 16. It's a bit of catching up to do. Stephen.
I'm on more than 40, you know.
Oh.
Oh.
7, 1, 1, 8,
Oh.
5, 10, 10.
The round one you said before, I got 8.
Yeah, 7, 1.
I've
So,
got 8. I've got
so you
8.
got 8
9,
in the
15.
first round. So you got 7 on your first guess, 1 on your second guess.
Add 9.
Round 2, you got 1 and
Yes.
8.
But-
Round 3, you got 5 and
Yes,
10.
and
Round 4, you got 0 and 10.
So 25, add 9, it'd be 34, add 8, it'd be 42.
42.
Oh, 42.
Oh.
Oh.
This is what happens when you do it in
Cities.
your head.
Oh. That was
116
one charge for
charges.
James.
I know. I let myself down, let the channel down.
I want to
I think you should
recount.
go
I'm
back
on
and
about
recount all the
53
scores.
now,
again
I
now.
think.
I don't want to get shafted at the end of this.
You've let the Saudi nation down. You've let everyone down here. Come on now.
Oh, well.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Like.
Stephen, you are on 41.
Oh.
8 them 2
Sure
points
now.
counted.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's 41?
Well, it
What we have on
depends
Steve.
if people want to take the 7 points off you for the last round.
Yeah,
where you said
I
Kevin
got-
Keegan.
No. Look, if chat voted on that,
No,
if the chat voted on that, I'll take it. I don't mind. If the chat voted and said, yeah, take it off because I said a non-Premier League one before I said the Premier League one. That's no
You
problem.
said
I
Kevin
take that
Keegan
out.
before you said someone else.
Yeah, I can't. I know that one. Yeah, that's great.
Neil,
No,
you're
I'll
on
take that.
34.
Give Maddie some hope, like.
And Lou, you're on 20.
Look, it's like Buzz Lightyear said. We're not flying, but we're falling with style. So that's all I'm
So
at.
what I'd say is that there's a fight.
Whatever
There's a
can say
fight,
too.
there's a fight for relegation between Lou and Kings. There's a fight for victory between Matty, Neil, and Stephen. You know, maybe Neil's got to go a little bit more safer with some of his guesses because in the middle there he went hard and missed. Jen says give it to Stephen. So
No. Look, if it was called already earlier, I'd leave it. Don't bother. If it was voted on earlier, don't go back and change it now.
Everyone's happy now. Just while I get ready for round 2, what this quiz proves what a legend Stevie is for Liverpool, doesn't it, Neil? I mean, the amount of things he's just number 1 guess for. He was such an unreal player, and people just don't seem to recognise, do they?
Just hearing the assist number, I think it was 92.
Something like that, yeah.
Just the consistency and over such a long period of time. Goal scoring, assists, scoring penalties. He took his time. He played right back at times. Brilliant.
Yeah. So how many points do we have? I think Linda. I mean, you get about 20 guesses around, so I'm probably going to say you're on about 140. I think you pretty much. I think the chat has cleared out the names every game, apart from one, which was the Legends one, where the captains. I think you pretty much cleared out the entire thing. Matty is the city of quizzes. 115 violations. Is that what you're trying to say, Jamie?
If he gets to 115 points, I'll laugh.
Now, do you know what? We're going to start round 2, and we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to make you think a little bit here. So I'm going to pick the game, and the game's surgical. Now, King's giving you a leg up here, and what surgical is the number of appearances. Liverpool, by letting you go first, because normally we give it to the winner. So this makes sense. It's the number of appearances that they've made for Liverpool, and the number of goals they've scored gives you a ratio. So games per goal ratio. Who is the most surgical games to goal ratio of Liverpool in the Premier League era? Now, I will give you number 11 to just give you some, because it's going to be hard to just know this off the top of your head and go, oh, where do they fit? Ian Rush is number 11, 130 games in the Premier League era, 82 goals, with a goals per game ratio of 0.346. And he is at number 11 on the list. To give you another more recent one, I will give you Darwin Núñez, who is at 13 on the list, 51 games, 16 goals, with a goals to game ratio of 0.314. So this is Premier League. So we need clinical finishers, basically.
Yeah, so we're looking for like the best goal ratio type. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, these are hard.
And I'll tell you, this is one where Gerrard is not in the top 10, Jen.
Probably mine's only going to be 1 or 2 points, I reckon, but I'll go Torres. Fernando Torres.
Fernando Torres, 102 appearances, 65 goals, goals per game ratio of 0.637, number 1 on the list, the most clinical Liverpool player in the Premier League era. Yeah. Kings, it may only score you 1 point, but
it's better than none.
There's going to be, I think there's going to be a good few zeros in this one. Neil.
Daniel Sturridge.
Maybe there won't be a lot of zeros in this one. Daniel Sturridge, 116 games, 50 goals, 0.431. He is at number 8 on the list.
Do you know what?
Very clinical.
You know what? I'm for the first time in this game, I'm gonna use my brain. Is Connor Bradley on it? Because he's only played a couple of games and he has scored a goal.
Connor Bradley has played 2 games, has 1 goal, has a goals to game ratio of 0.5, therefore is at number 5 on the list. Lou.
Wow, that's mad.
Genius thinking. Well done.
That's hilarious.
I didn't think anyone was going to get that.
I was like, oh, yeah.
Stephen.
Trying to think. I'm shocked he hasn't been said already, actually. I might take a shot in the dark. I think he might be... He's definitely in the top 20. I'll take a punt and see. Diogo Jota.
93 appearances. 34 goals. 0.419. He is bang on number 10.
Oh.
And I thought he'd just... Like, when I was looking at... I thought he'd miss out because he comes off the bench a lot and gets a lot of appearances at the last end of games and might not always get the goals, but it just shows you how clinical Jota is. Matty, everyone started strong. Do you go safe? Do you go big? He started safely last round.
Safe, Luis Suarez.
Number 3 on the list, 110 appearances, 69 goals, a goals per game ratio of 0.627.
Thank you.
Luis Suarez, number 3.
Bradley's proper throwing me off him. Me thinking, like proper.
I'll tell you all now before we start round 2. He's the only anomaly, and Lou absolutely nailed him. I thought he was going to be the one that sails through. Lou wins a certificate from the steakhouse for that answer.
Yes.
Nobody said Joe Gomez.
God,
We've got some wrong answers here. We've got Stan the Man. No. Aldridge. No. Beardsley. No. Kings, who are you going with?
You're muted, Kings.
So we can
Still
read the
muted.
answers out loud.
You're on mute, Kings.
Sorry, guys.
He's Googling the answer. He didn't want us to hear the keyboard.
Yeah. Could you not lip read my answer then, James?
Surprisingly not.
We hired the guy that was brought in for Bellingham.
I'll go Dibriel Cisse.
Ooh.
Probably not even on the list.
Dibrigel Cisse. 49 appearances, 13 goals, 0.265, 18th on the list, Kings. Good answer, but not clinical enough. Neil.
I know who I want to go with, but I think I might try and bank some points. I'll go Robbie Fowler.
266 appearances, 128 goals, 0.481 goals per game ratio. Robbie Fowler is number 6 on the list. It's banking you some points. Lou.
Off as well. How's Robbie Fowler?
I'm trying to think of like who didn't play a lot, and there's one. I don't know. Is Stan Collymore? Is he on it?
61 appearances, 26 goals.
Oh,
That's
Gives him a ratio of 0.426, which is number 9 on the list.
Oh!
9 points.
beautiful.
Go ahead.
Drawing with Neil 14 points for the round. Steve, could we almost round this out? I know we're close. Stephen, can you get? There's 3 answers left, and there's 2 guesses between you and Matty.
Oh, well, the obvious one, obviously, I'm not going to pick that one because he's still playing for the team at the minute. But I'll pick the guy that was on the opposite wing to him, Sadio Mane.
196 appearances. Sadio Mane. A lot of appearances. For 90 goals.
Oh.
Which is a 0.459. Sadio Mane is number 7 on the list. Comfortably going to take this round with 17, Stephen. Matty, you're in catch-up.
That's wounding, that.
So I knew he played a lot, but like
Fowler's
There's only 2
6th.
answers on the board.
Yeah.
Right, so if Fowler's 6th and Mane's 7th, I'm going to go and guess Michael Owen.
So of the 2 answers, you had either Michael Owen or Mohamed Salah. Both have played over 200 appearances. Both have scored over 100 goals. One has a 0.546 goals to game ratio, which puts them at number 4 on the list. One has a 0.634, which puts them at number 2 on the list. Who is more clinical?
It's going to be Owen.
It's Mo Salah. Michael Owen gets you 4 points. That finishes the round out at 7.
James,
so you get the maximum number of points. That was a cracking round, gents. That is some good knowledge.
Where did Roy Keane go? Not Roy Keane. Robbie Keane, yeah.
Robbie Keane always wanted to play for whoever he played for. He is at number 20 on the list. 19 appearances, 5 goals, 0.263.
What a waste of a signing he was.
He was my next guess as well. Jesus.
No, Stephen, taking the round, I'm going to give you a Morty Vicar, Foot Long to Go, or the Shepherd's Crook.
Foot long to go. Please and thank you, James.
You're welcome, Stephen.
That's a terrible Irish accent, but I appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
might as well have just got into the mic and went, potato!
I'd love to, but I can't. I'm getting cancelled tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
The fourth to go is players in the Premier League era for Liverpool who have made the most appearances as a substitute. Who is super sub? Who comes off the bench and impacts a game? Most of which have played a lot recently, obviously, because we've gone up to 5 subs. There's a lot more players coming off the bench nowadays. I will give you Steven Gerrard at number 15 has come off the bench 38 times. Don't know if that gives you anything to go off, but we'll give you somewhere to start. I can tell you that the chat have gone all out for one name, and they're at number 2 on the list. The winner of the last round is Steven, so you're going to start us off with a full 10. I can tell
Is
you
this just with Liverpool or Premier League in total?
Same number and get you 10 points.
Is this just for Liverpool or Premier League in total?
Just Liverpool.
James Milner.
James Milner has come on as a substitute 95 times, more than any other Liverpool player, getting you a single point.
I'll take it.
More than 20 times than any other Liverpool player. Milner is the go-to substitute in the Liverpool history books for the Premier League. Matty.
I'm going to go Dirk Kuyt.
Just making sure that I'm not going blind.
No.
On the list, and I can't even see him.
Well, that's a shocker. He's ranked 22 32 times. He's come on as a substitute. Scores you no points. Kings.
Only because we referenced him in the last round, so I'm gonna have to go. Hopefully, get a few points at least. I'll go Jota.
It's not in the top 10.
No. Oh,
Diego Jota has come off the bench 31 times and is at 25th on the list. I don't think he's been long enough to really.
Can you just go and get the wooden spoon now?
Do I have one? Well, Amazon you one, Kings. Well, Amazon you one. Do you know what? You should just go for Hell for Leather for now, just as obscure as you can go. Neil.
Robbie Fowler.
14th on the list. 41 times. Lou, you can get some good points here. I actually think if you think about it a little bit, you can probably get some of the names on this list.
I've got one, but I'm sure it's going to be like number 1 or 2, or it's going to be up there anyway.
One is already gone, so you at least get more than me.
Divock Origi.
Divock Origi is number 2 on the list, 73 times. He has come off the bench as a substitute to make an impact.
Oh, you couldn't have wrote that. That was perfect.
It's, after nearly getting all the answers in the last round, we've got number 1 and 2, and that's it.
It's hard, this one. Like,
who are you going with, Stephen?
I have a bit of a lead, so I'll take a shot in the dark. Adam Lallana.
Adam Lallana has come off the bench 46 times and is number 9 on the list.
Oh,
always
beautiful.
Used to come on. He never used to start, did he? Matty.
I just think.
I just gave Matty Stevens points by accident. I've corrected the error.
I think we Klopp.
Jen, no. Paul, not Premier League. Jen, got one at 8:19. She got number 3 on the list. Paul Lindo's just said it as well. David and Gog is not on the list.
I'm going to go. It's between 2, but I'm going to go with Joe Gomez.
Oh, that's a good shout.
It is.
Joe Gomez has come off the bench 32 times.
Oh,
man.
And is at number 21 on the list.
Jesus. Recount.
Kings?
That's all.
I think my head's fried in this game, I'm telling you now.
No, he's got it again. The chat's nailing these.
Yeah, with chat has Google, we don't.
Don't you question the integrity of our chat.
How dare I?
They also have about 15 guesses before they get one right.
I'm wondering, he's quite injury prone, so I don't know if he came off the bench or if he just didn't play. I'll go Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain came off the bench 57 times and is number 5 on the list.
That's a nice answer.
I got some points.
Gomez that was Gomez.
And to round out the... Oh, no, not to round out. Who's got to go yet? Yeah. Neil, who are you going with?
I was going to say the Ox. Again, injuries. I'm thinking forward. I think injuries probably prevented it. I'll go Daniel Sturridge. I think it might.
Oh,
that's a
Daniel
good
Sturridge
answer.
That was mine.
He's number 11 on the list. With the exact same number as number 10. Therefore, you do get it. You get the 10 points because they match. So it is a right answer. Therefore, you have got number 10.
Poxy.
The way we've played it. Can you get a big one to finish it off?
I'm trying to think because I know my answer is going to be because I know in his first season he didn't start that much until Klopp came in, and then last season he was either injured or he was substitute to Nunez.
I already know who you're going to answer.
Firmino, yeah.
I was looking at it.
Bobby Firmino has come off the bench the exact same number of times as Daniel Sturridge, who is at number 11 in the list. Bobby Firmino is at number 10 in the list. 10 times, 10 points. The 2 10 answers, both of you just got in a row. So to give you the people that have come on as a substitute the most, you've got James Milner, number 195 times, Divock Origi, 73 times, Ryan Babel, 60 times, Jordan Henderson, 59 times.
Forgot about Babel.
Oxlade-Chamberlain, 57 times, Danny Murphy, 56 times, Lucas Leiva, 56 times, Vladimir Slipsa, 2 times. Adam Milano said, there you go. So in that round, Lou, with 12 points, takes that round.
Oh,
victory. Gives you the opportunity to
about time
to pick. As we go into our penultimate round, Lou, are you ready? Do you want
go
more tea, Vicar, or the eye of a needle?
Just genuinely for curiosity's sake, I'll more tea, Vicar, please.
I'm going to have to remember what this one is now. I've got a tab open for every single one.
You don't get this on Pointless, do you? You know, it's like Armstrong taking his time.
Sorry, I had to flip through my tabs.
Okay. In the Premier League this season, hopefully you've been watching more than just Liverpool. You know, you've been catching a few games, catching a few of the other clubs and what they're doing. Some players have been creating opportunities more than others. Which players have created more? Which are the top 10 players for shot creating actions? So dribble, pass, setups, passes, creating opportunities for other players. Who are the top 10 players in the Premier League for scoring opportunity or big chance creation opportunity? It is this season. It is Premier League, so it's not just Liverpool. I can tell you that number one has created 127 opportunities. And to give you a Liverpool player not in the top 10 as comparable, Dominic Szoboszlai is at number 19 with 77 shot creating opportunities. And there are 2 Liverpool players in the list to give you that as well, so that you can think about it from a Liverpool point of view. Stephen's answer will be Brock Purdy. Lou, I'm going to let you start.
Okay.
We're in the last round. Who has created the most opportunities in the Premier League this season? Or is in the top 10?
I'm trying to think who's been like very attacking, and then Tottenham come to mind. Is it who's created the most shot created action, most shot creating actions? Yeah.
Actions.
Son, Heung-min Son. I don't like that pause.
Not in the top 10, not in the top 20.
That's shocking, that.
Jesus.
He's 23rd. He has created 72 shot creating actions.
That's 23rd. Jesus Christ.
I think we've got to remember Son's quite adept at shooting himself, so
Yeah.
probably takes a lot of opportunities.
I was thinking because Richarlison's on good form, I thought he might have been helping him out.
Stephen, who make opportunities and don't take them?
James Ward-Prowse.
James Ward-Prowse has created 79 opportunities and is number 15 in the list. Another miss. Matty.
I'm gonna go with Spurs, like for what Lou said. I'm gonna go Kulusevski.
Kulusevski. Yeah, that guy. That Swedish player, like, please never say anything Liverpool because I can't say it, has created 90 shot creating opportunities and number 8 on the list.
Nice.
That's
Good, solid 8 points.
I laid the groundwork there. Just saying.
I think of the Spurs players, that was that, and there is one other, but yeah. Kings.
Now mine's an obvious one, but he has been injured as well, so he might not be at the top of the list for the change. I'll go Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne or whatever.
Kevin De Bruyne was one of the first ones said in the chat. Kevin De Bruyne has created 17 opportunities. I think he's been out for most of the season.
So he's on about 150th on the list.
He is 218th on the list.
Nice.
I mean, that would have been a pointless answer if that was
That's
it.
It's good. It's death or glory. He's going for big points or nothing. Neil, big points or nothing?
I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka.
That was my one.
124 shot creating actions, number 2 on the list. I think most of these are probably, definitely on the list. Good shout. Good answer. Lou, we're back to you.
I could be going from like top to bottom here. Pascal Gross.
Pascal Gross has 102 shot creating actions, number 4 on the list.
Oh, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Stephen.
James Madison.
Madison has 93 shot creating actions, is number 6 on the list.
Take that. I knew because you said another Spurs player earlier, and he's been out for a while now. That's the only other creative player.
That's where with Kings was going as well. I was like, I hope no one picked up on it. Matty will call for an inquisition if you beat him now, but you know.
No, I don't have that.
Matty, can you give me a top 10?
I'm gonna got 2 written down. I'm gonna go Salah.
Mo Salah has created 88 shot creating actions,
Chelsea are 2-0 up, by the way, for anybody wondering.
which puts him at number 10 on the list.
Get in. 18-point round. We take them.
I think
We
Steve
take
just
them.
got his
That's
answer
big
to that
for us.
question then.
Yeah, if
James?
anybody cares. Not a sinner. I don't want. I'd like if they lost to Villa. I said it in the chat. I don't want them to fire Poch, even though they can't because of FFP. I don't want a new manager bounce by the time we hit them in the Carabao Cup final.
No,
I'd rather we put him in the ground.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Lindo, you've got it. With your last guess, the one before, nowhere near.
Problem is, see, I only watch the team that's at the top of the league at the moment. I don't watch any other crap teams, so I don't know.
Way to be.
Give him. He deserves a point for that answer, as far as I'm concerned.
I think if he's watching the team that he watches, he should be able to get number 5 on the list relatively easily. If Salah was in 10th.
Well, the only other person I can pick, and out of ours, I'll go Trent.
Number 5 on the list, 95 shot creating actions.
Yeah, he got some more points at least.
Every round, I think so far, like in the second half, I think you've got 5th on the list every time.
For picking
I'll take
somebody
it,
in
I
the
think.
200 and something place, does he get that much?
From 218 to number 5.
I should have bonus for that, I reckon. Going so low.
The
Most
most
improved
obscure
player
answer.
there.
Clubman Award. Neil.
Oh,
I was going to go Trent. So there's no more Liverpool players.
No. There's a couple of obvious, I think.
I'm going to go West Ham. I'm going to go for the more predictable one. But I think there might be another one that's done well. Jared Bowen.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's at number 46 on the list.
Wow.
Let me give you the top 10 of the shot created actions. Is you've got number 1 is actually Bruno Fernandes, which shocked me.
Yeah, that's not shocking at all, really.
Well,
he creates
did you get
chances,
this
doesn't mean he
list
gets
from,
converted.
Saka, Odegaard, Gross, Trent, Maddison, Trippier, which I was surprised. I thought someone would have said. Kulev, that Swedish guy. Phil Foden, Mo Salah.
Was Michael Elise on that list? Did you say?
Elise is no. He's
Wow.
been injured for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, true.
He's
Out
60
for
on the
another
list.
3
He's
weeks.
created 50 opportunities.
Again.
Matty, you win this. You get to pick the last round, which is the eye of a needle or I own it.
I own it.
I own it is
Is for me. I own it. The wooden spoon.
well.
I
Someone's
own
going to own the wooden spoon. Someone's going to own the title. This is the last round we've got, and we're going to finish with I own it. Let's just total it up. Kings, you're on 11 for round 2.
Yeah, give us the totals before we hit
Neil,
the
you're
final
on
round.
32 for round 2. Lou, you're on.
Look, I don't need to know that I'm not going to win, and it's impossible. Let's just.
You're on 30
on
for round
60.
2. Stephen, you're on. Where's my calculator gone? You know when you just can't do maths this time of night?
I've only got 32.
I'm on 60. What are you on, Steve?
33
down,
for this
Steve?
round. And Matty, you're on 18 plus 7.
Let him do the maths, and then we'll figure it out and see squeaky bum time between me, Matty, and Neil.
So Matty with his 42 in the first round and 25 in this.
67. Look.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then Stephen, 33 and 40 puts you on 73.
73. Oh,
That's tight.
And Neil, 32, 34, 66. So the top
so
three.
73, 67, 66.
With your dodgy 7 points.
Is that with them 7 points included or taken away?
Included,
Oh.
because the chat gave it to you.
I'm sure that won't get mentioned if you win.
I think you should take them off and make it more dramatic. If you take them off, it's going to be a proper.
You can use it as a spread. If I don't win by more than 7, you can say that.
Well, if we take him off, it puts him on 66, doesn't it?
So that'd be 60,
Yeah.
66 and
I got
67.
put off the wrong answer. So it should. That rules are rules, Jake.
Oh, here we go. now
I stood by the decision to take it off earlier, so I'm not the one acting in bad faith here. He kept them on.
the chat kept them on.
60.
All right,
Cool.
66 for me,
He's on
66,
62.
67 for Maddie, and 66 for Neil.
And Neil's on 66 as well.
Yeah,
34
so
and
squeaky bum time here.
Rule breach, 10-point deduction. Thank you.
1 point between it. Kings,
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
27. Lou, 50.
Just happy to be here, to be honest.
Participation.
It's the
trophy.
taking part.
Now, the final game is a Premier League history game called I Own It.
Picked the
And
wrong
what I
bad
own
one,
it is there is 10 players in the Premier League who have scored the most own goals.
Oh.
1 gets you 1
Oh
point.
my
10 gets you 10 points.
Jesus Christ.
There is 1 point between Matty, Stephen, and Neil. You get 2 guesses. And the winner of the last round was Matty, so you get to go first. Can you give me, in the Premier League era, one of the top 10 own goals? Paul Lindo thinks he's got 65 points.
I think I'm going to play it safe, but it might not be safe. I'm going to go Jamie Carragher.
Jamie Carragher has got 7 own goals and is at number 2 on the list. So it gets you 2 points. King,
Terrible, that.
can you take one of the pieces off the board?
I have no idea of players scoring own goals. I don't even. Let me have a think. In the Premier League.
I can tell you only 2 are currently actively playing in the Premier League. The rest have retired.
No, I'll just go very random like the rest of the questions. And it's like, I'll just go Gary Pallister. Don't even make the list.
Gary Pallister is not on the list. It was an all or nothing answer.
Of course, yeah.
Lindo, you've got yourself 1, 2, got yourself 5 points. Neil,
I've got something in the back of my mind about David Unsworth. I don't know why.
David Unsworth is not on the list.
We celebrate them wins, James. We celebrate them wins.
I'm going for the number one answer. Is it Richard Dunn?
Richard Dunn
yeah.
is number one, 10 own goals.
Gotta love the Irishman.
Now, Stephen, you're currently now 4 points behind. No, 67. 3 points behind. 3 points behind. Can you get one of the big scoring numbers?
I'll go with another Irishman, Seamus Coleman.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Seamus Coleman is not on the list.
Oh no.
So as you come into the final round, 69, play 66, play 66.
Matthew's
Matthew,
face
if
then.
you can get the 10-point answer, you've won.
There's two. One plays for United and one plays for Brighton. That's in my mind. Any clues? I'm going to go Lewis Dunk because he's cost me a few times in Fantasy Premier League for own goals.
Lewis Dunk is number 5 on the list. Getting 5 points with 6 own goals. A number that is shared across multiple players. I can tell you now that 5 is spread across until number 10. So you will either need to get number 10 or you will match the same amount of points as Matty gets for Lewis Dunk. So you need to get this player. Now, I want to give a clue to this just to make it interesting.
Go on.
And I think I
give clues.
I can do it. I can do it.
Do it. You're the quiz master.
No, you can't. That's unfair. Don't. After he's answered it, and there's Neil and myself to go. I don't think it's fair.
But you're not going to guess it.
Oh no,
It's still unfair. Matty'd be up. He'd have us in the European Court of Arbitration in a week, like.
Kings, all right, Kings. I'll let you give a guess.
I'm gonna go. He's just come back. Actually, he hasn't scored any own goals from recently. But when he was first there, I'm gonna say Johnny Evans.
Johnny Evans, joint 5th on the list, Northern Ireland, 5 points.
Again, 5 points.
Again, every round.
Steady Eddie.
Kings mid-table.
I've got two names written down. I'm not convinced with either. I'll go Steve Bruce.
Ooh.
Not on the list.
If it's the other one on, I won't be happy.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go for like. I think he's. I would say it's an obvious one. Wes Brown, is he up there?
Not on the list.
Oh.
So what do I need to
win?
win?
On the list?
What do I need to
There's
win?
a Liverpool player on the list, which obviously Lindo's put in the chat.
8 to win, Stephen. 9 to win, 8 to level.
It's only the 10 answer that's available, and these are clues to that. Is a clue to the 10. Slovakian centre back, played for Liverpool. He's number 2 on the list.
I know that one.
Now, to give you and I'll give you all clues to it. So whoever gets it can shout it out. But obviously, Matty, this is your.
James
victory.
needs to answer. Stephen needs to answer.
Has Stephen not answered yet?
No.
I thought you won't get.
No, I said I knew who the Slovakian was. I said I didn't give the answer. Rio Ferdinand.
No. So told you we won't get it.
Yeah, then.
How many does Ferdinand have? So I'm nearly sure he's up there with a couple.
Who's up? Who did you say? Sorry.
Rio Ferdinand.
No, he's not on the list. This only has 10. The other one I thought you'd have guessed is Ryan Shawcross.
Shite.
Phil Jagielka.
Oh, yeah, he's a
But the one that got you 10 points, which I didn't think anyone was going to guess, played for Blackburn and Manchester United. And was
David May. Henning Berg.
Henning Berg. He was number 10. That's the only one that could have got you victory after Lewis Dunk. So Matty finally gets retribution after he complained to get Stephen's points taken off him.
Oh yeah, just
If
had to
Steve,
bitch
right,
about
I'd
it.
Steven 7 points back on, and I'm still the winner. I've just checked. I got 8 points in that round.
This has been LFC Transfer Room. This has been our 10 quiz. Thank you everyone for subscribing and joining up to the channel. We go live every day. This is just one of our videos as a way to sort of have a bit of fun, and thank you all for joining us. Make sure you do tune into the next video where we're going to go through the latest Liverpool news. Thank you very much to Stephen, Lou, Neil, Kings, and our new champion of the quiz, Matty. This has been LFC Transfer Room. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.